I just spent 3 days reading a 50-page neuroscience research report on Black Friday. Not a blog post, not a YouTube video, an actual academic analysis with brain scans, behavioral economics data, and retail insider documents from 2024. And I need to tell you what I found because it's genuinely disturbing. Black Friday isn't a sale. It's a psychological warfare operation designed by retail conglomerates who've spent millions studying your brain chemistry so they can override your ability to make rational decisions. They're not offering you deals. They're hijacking your dopamine system, anesthetizing the part of your brain that feels financial pain, and exploiting your economic anxiety for profit. I'm Alex, and I read this entire research document so you don't have to. Because Black Friday is in 5 days, and if you walk into this without knowing how they're playing you, you're going to wake up on December 1st with a maxed out credit card, wondering what the hell just happened. By the end of this video, you'll understand the exact 7 manipulation tactics backed by neuroscience that retailers are using right now. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Let's go. First manipulation tactic, the uncertainty dopamine spike. Based on actual primate neuroscience, Stanford researcher Robert Sapolsky trained monkeys to expect a reward when they heard a specific sound. When the reward was guaranteed, dopamine levels increased moderately. Normal response. Then he changed one thing. He made the reward only 50% likely. Uncertainty. Dopamine levels didn't drop. They doubled. Your brain produces twice as much dopamine on uncertainty compared to certainty. Unpredictability doesn't kill desire, it creates obsession. Now think about every Black Friday ad. Only 3 left. 47% claimed. 217 people viewing this. That's weaponized uncertainty engineered to double your dopamine and shut down your prefrontal cortex, the part that controls impulse decisions and long-term planning. Your brain shuts off the brakes. You're not evaluating need anymore. You're hunting. And in hunting mode, logic dies. Defense? The second you see scarcity messaging, close the tab. Walk away for 24 hours. If you still want it without the countdown screaming at you, maybe consider it. But that dopamine manipulation is just layer 1. Because once they get you hunting, they hit you with something worse. Second tactic, the phantom discount, consumer watchdog, which tracked 227 Black Friday deals for an entire year, every single day. Complete price history. Result, 99% of Black Friday deals were available for the same price or cheaper at other times during the year. Here's the tactic. This LG TV was $3,299, now $1,999. Looks like $1,300 in savings. They tracked this specific TV. That $3,299 price existed for 3 days back in August. After that, it sold at 7 different lower prices. The deal was just normal market price with a fake anchor. Your brain sees the high number first and everything else feels like a win. That's anchoring. And it suppresses the financial pain your brain normally feels when spending. Amazon does this with manufacturer prices no retailer has ever charged. Legal, but functionally a lie. Before buying anything, Google the product plus price history. Use camel for Amazon. If the deal is just regular price with a fake anchor, walk. But fake discounts are basic. The next tactic literally reprograms how your brain processes money. Third manipulation, payment anesthesia. This targets a specific brain region. Your anterior insula activates when you're about to spend money. Brain scans show it processes spending the same way it processes physical pain. That hesitation before dropping $500, that's your brain protecting you. When you pay cash, anterior insula activation is intense. Transaction is immediate. You hand over bills, they're gone, you feel it. Credit card, that activation drops significantly. Money feels abstract. The pain is deferred. Now enter buy now, pay later. Americans spent $18.2 billion using BNPL last Black Friday, up 10% from the year before. When you split $200 into 4 payments of $50, your brain doesn't process $200. It processes $50. That's a 75% reduction in perceived cost. But worse, because that other $150 hasn't left your account, your brain thinks you still have it. You feel richer than you are. So you buy something else, and something else. 63% of BNPL users have multiple loans running simultaneously. 41% made a late payment in the past year. You're not managing payments. You're stacking invisible debt. Rule: if you can't pay full price in cash today, you can't afford it. BNPL isn't making things affordable. It's making debt painless. And if you think that's manipulative, wait until you hear about time. Quick question. Which tactic has shocked you most so far? Drop a comment right now. I read everyone. We're only halfway through. The next one is literally fake urgency. Let's go. Fourth manipulation. Red countdown timers. Sale ends in 2 hours, 14 minutes, 38 seconds. You watch those seconds tick and your heart rate spikes. Palms sweat. You feel threatened. That's the design. These timers activate your amygdala, fight or flight response. Your brain interprets the situation as a threat. And in threat mode, you don't think. You act. Adding a countdown timer increases conversions by up to 300%. Not because urgency is real, because manipulation works. Here's the lie. Most timers are fake. When they hit 0, nothing happens. Page refreshes. Same deal, new timer, or it disappears and returns tomorrow. 76% of e-commerce sites use at least one dark pattern. 67% use multiple. Defense? Screenshot the timer. Come back after it expires. If the deal's still there, it was fake. And if your only reason for buying is because a timer told you to, you don't need it. But fake urgency manipulates your perception of time. The next one manipulates your perception of people. Fifth manipulation. Algorithmic social proof. Sarah from Texas just bought this. 319 people viewing this item. Only 2 left. 4,572 sold in 24 hours. These work because humans are tribal. If others want something, our brains assume it's valuable. Social proof. But here's the truth. A significant portion of these notifications are algorithmically generated. Not real purchases. Not real people. Code designed to simulate demand. No law requires these to be accurate. Retailers fabricate them to create artificial competition. If 319 people are viewing this TV, you better buy before they do. Except those 319 people don't exist. Defense. Ignore activity notifications entirely. Base decisions on whether you need the product and whether the price is good based on history. Not on whether a pop-up claims other people want it. But at least social proof is based on psychology. The next tactic is a straight trap. Sixth manipulation. The return policy trap. The psychological factor that makes impulse purchases feel safe. The belief you can return it. That safety net lowers the barrier to buy now. Retailers know this, and they're weaponizing it. 2024 return rate for Black Friday, 10.3%. 1 in 10 items coming back. Spiked to 17.7% after Christmas. So retailers tighten policies. Target, Amazon, Sephora, all shorten return windows. Stores like Zara and H&M now charge $5 to $10 for returns that used to be free. The trap. Deeply discounted items are often marked final sale in fine print. No returns, no refunds. You're locked in. You buy impulsively assuming you can return it, then discover you can't or it costs money. Faced with losing the fee, you keep the unwanted item. Before buying, check return policy for that specific item. If it's final sale, only buy if you're certain. Factor restocking fees into your deal calculation. But policy traps target behavior after purchase. The final tactic targets your psychology before you even start shopping. If you're realizing every Black Friday has been a psychological operation, hit subscribe. This is what we do. We expose how the game works so you stop getting played. One more tactic, the worst one, specifically targeting our generation's despair. Let's finish this. Final manipulation, the doom spending exploit, targeting millennials and Gen Z specifically. The research documents a phenomenon called doom spending. Spending money you don't have on things you don't need as emotional medication for economic despair. I'll never afford a house anyway, so I might as well buy this PlayStation. Retailers know this. They've shifted Black Friday marketing from deals for others to self-care, little treats, rewards for surviving. They're not selling products. They're selling emotional relief from economic anxiety. 2/3 of people who overspent on Black Friday 2024 cited doom spending or fear of future price increases as the driver. They weren't buying because they needed it. They were buying to feel better about things they can't control. 1 in 4 shoppers took on new debt specifically for Black Friday. 51% of Gen Z, 54% of millennials now prefer BNPL over credit cards. And because BNPL doesn't hit credit reports until you're delinquent, you don't know how much debt you're carrying until it collapses. Retailers are monetizing your economic anxiety. They're turning your despair about housing costs student loans, and inflation into their profit center. Buying stuff doesn't solve economic anxiety. It creates generational debt you'll carry for years. 7 manipulation tactics backed by neuroscience and 2024 retail data. Dopamine hijacking through uncertainty. Phantom discounts with fake anchors. Payment anesthesia through BNPL. Fabricated urgency with fake timers. Algorithmic social proof. Return policy traps. And doom spending exploitation. This isn't conspiracy. This is a 50-page research document analyzing brain scans and retail strategies. Before you buy anything this Black Friday, ask 3 questions. Do I need this? Is this actually the best price based on history? Am I buying this because I want it or because one of these 7 tactics is manipulating me? If you can't answer honestly, walk away. Here's the truth. Black Friday isn't a shopping event. It's a system designed to keep you broke while making you feel smart. If this changed how you see Black Friday, subscribe. I'm Alex, this is Capital Theory. We refuse to let retailers, banks, or anyone else play us. Drop a comment. Which tactic have you fallen for? And if you're skipping Black Friday entirely, I want to hear about it. Next video drops in 2 days with the only products actually worth buying if you shop strategically. You're not fighting discounts, you're fighting neuroscience. Stay smart. See you in the next one.